welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a tincture, or what I call elixir, because I will be using vegetable glycerin. It slipped my mind. I'll be using vegetable glycerin, so I consider these to be elixirs, and tinctures are used with grain alcohol. So stay tuned so you can get this skinny on how to make your own medicine, because it is a game changer whenever you can go into your own little apothecary and pull out something that will help you feel better, versus having to make an appointment to go see your doctor and to only be put on medicines that cause symptoms on top of symptoms on top of symptoms and cause you to have to be on more medicine. So today's elixir is a more nutritive elixir. It helps with the overall body health, and so I'm very excited to share this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, let's get into it. So here's what you'll need. You'll need some vegetable glycerin. This is very sweet like honey. I love to use it in my elixir. Kids love it. It's amazing. You're gonna need a mason jar and some spring water. Also, I'm using a half a cup measuring cup today for the herbs. You'll need a piece of parchment paper to seal off the herbs once you get the mason jar full. And of course, you're going to need some herbs. I'm using the nutritive and overall body health herb today, stinging nettle. You're going to need a label. This is going to allow you to know what date you did this and what herbs are in your elixir. And a funnel so that we can sift our herbs through the funnel and not spill them all over the place. Alright, so we're going to start off by putting our half a cup of stinging nettle herb into our mason jar. And like I said, this is an overall body health herb. It helps with iron, it helps with energy, it's packed full of nutrients and minerals. It is just a beautiful herb to use on a daily basis, and I try to incorporate this herb into all of my blends because it is just that powerful. Next, we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of spring water. You can also use filter water or distilled water. I love spring water, so that's what I'm going to be using. And now the star of the show, we're going to place our vegetable glycerin all the way to the top. We're going to top it off with the vegetable glycerin. This ratio I find makes my elixirs more potent. I don't like to water them down, and I don't like to put more water than any other component because you can create mold. So vegetable glycerin or grain alcohol, whichever one you decide to use in your elixirs or tinctures, it's best to use less water to decrease the overgrowth of mold. So after we've topped that off with our vegetable glycerin, we're going to go ahead and put the parchment paper down before we put our lid on. The reason being is because you don't want the lid to get rusty and then the rust get into your elixir or your tincture. So it's best to place some parchment paper down so there's a barrier between the liquid and the lid. And now we're going to give this a good shake. You want all of the components in the elixir to mesh and mix and marry together. Just look how beautiful this herb is. such a beautiful herb. Now it's label time. Don't forget this part. This is very important. You need to know that this is ready to harvest in 4 weeks. So it has to have a date, and you need to know what herbs you have placed in your mason jar. We're going to store it in a nice cool place for 4 weeks. You're going to make sure that you shake it twice a day, and you'll be able to enjoy.